So we started out the week shaving off serial numbers on planes and then reselling them. No, I'm kidding. I've seen a lot and heard a lot of, you're actually out there in the hangar working on it, and that's actually what we did. Like right now, we're actually tearing apart a plane. Earlier in the week, we got to go tear apart the Grumman, which was really fun. Actually, one of the most fun things that happened was we're learning about electricity and circuits, and so we learned how to solder wires together, make sure that you can fix something in an aircraft, right? Had a competition to see whose soldering was actually the best, and we put it on a pneumatic pump that would pull our wire apart, and if it broke at the solder, you have to do it over again. Mine went so long, it got stretched so far, it actually broke at the wiring, but not at the joint, which was it was a prideful moment, to be sure. I was kind of flaunting it around, but yeah, that was really fun. These guys were really fun as well. I didn't know any of them. By day 3, we're all cracking jokes with each other, and it's a really fun time. And our instructor, Ben, he's fantastic. He's a lot of fun too. We play like short games to warm up our brains throughout the week as well. So it's not all focus and study, which again, I'm a more hands-on person and I need a break from staring at lines and numbers and circuits, especially as we're learning about that right now. But even with that stuff, it's been really easy to process. We've had enough practice problems. He's really easy to approach when it comes to asking questions, which you're definitely gonna scratch your head about some of this stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of fun overall. I have a test coming up tomorrow, so that might change my mood, but it's really not too much studying. I think I'm very prepared throughout the week, doing everything that we are, especially, like I said, going out into the shop and like practicing what I'm learning. That's honestly putting it in my head a lot more. Like we mess with the multimeter, so we're actually seeing like, okay, in this socket that I'm sketchily, putting these prongs into, I'm not getting shocked, and here's why, because I understand how the voltage works and how the current flows. You'll go into depths that are helpful to understand it, but that won't be what you're gonna have to focus on, which is a bigger relief than I thought. In my experience in college, right, you're going to every microscopic detail and understanding those fundamental rules and then building off that. But this is just a very baseline understanding of everything and how it works, and then you go on from there, which is really helpful. It's strange being back in school. I think that's the feeling I've kind of had this week. Like, how do I take my notes? What do I need to focus on? How much time do I need to proportion afterwards? And electricity's, new. And that's scary. So I'm looking forward to getting that over with and moving more into the basic subjects and like the more like general aviation side of generals. Definitely moving on and seeing what else is out there, which is, I think a little bit of that comes from working on these projects where it's not based on electricity. Going out there, doing things with our hands, and I don't know, there's so much out there to do. We actually talked to someone who went through the program and is working at the Addison airport. He's a line technician, if I remember correctly, and so he was telling us about his experience, and he's like, yeah, if you want to mess with avionics, focus on this. After you pass your A&P, of course, you got to know it all. But you can focus on this, you can focus on this. And so he told us, like, keep an idea of what you like and be able to find something that speaks to that when you go working afterwards. There's so many openings right now, it's crazy.